I'm going to turn this down. Oh, I already did. Ha! Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Hi, everybody. I'm going to give it a few minutes to allow people to come on in. I'm going to share. Hi, Miss Tiffany. I'm going to share to a few places. How is everybody doing? How are you, Miss Tiffany? I hope you are doing well. Okay. How are you guys? I am doing good. How are you? I'm so excited to see you guys. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I can't believe today is the last day of January. I feel like this whole entire week just flew by. I like this hoodie because it's really light and I can't even feel it on my head. And it makes me really excited because it makes me feel like I finally got my red hair, but I didn't. I hope everybody is doing well. I have some crazy hair today. How are you guys? I'll give it a few minutes. I'll let people come on in. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. How have you been, Miss Tiffany? Well, that makes me happy. I hope you are having, I can't even talk anymore. I hope you're good. We'll give it a little bit. I know I haven't been live in a little bit, so I know it takes a while sometimes. How was your weekend, Miss Tiffany? I hope you are doing well. It's been a very busy weekend too. Lily had batting for softball. She has tryouts coming up soon. Really excited. Hi, Christina. How are you? One of the guys that runs where Lily goes to softball. Lily's a little, as Lily says, she's a little dusty instead of saying she's a little rusty. I emailed him and I asked him if he did private lessons at all because Lily is it's a little rusty because she hasn't had softball in a long time. So I asked him, I said, do you do privates? Because I knew he runs the whole organization and stuff like that. And Lily loves him. He's very good. And he was like, no, I don't. But for Lily, I will do it because I know she wants it before tryouts. So I was very thankful. So I'm hoping I can lock some of that in for him. I'm happy you're doing good, Miss Christina. I haven't talked to you in forever. I still always love seeing your last name. It's so funny. My maiden name is Williams, so it's funny because whenever we go anywhere with my dad, like we went and visit my grandpa at his retirement place, and you have to sign in. How long have I been married for? Lily's 9. So it's almost 9 years, right? I don't know. It's been 9 years. It's almost been 10. And my dad will still sign me in or sign anywhere. He will still put Tawny Williams on it. And it cracks me up. And he did that at when we went and visit. And Jared looks at him. He goes, she's still a Williams? He's like, he looks at him. He goes, oh, whatever. He's like, it's just so funny. Like, it just cracks me up because Jared's been in my life for over 10 years too. So it's just so funny. He's still always everywhere is Tawny Williams. Like, I know last year, his friend is our tax guy. So he just checked to see if he was going to pay our balance, if we had a balance still, because he knew we paid him monthly. And he kept last year, he kept asking her, he goes, well, how much does Tawny Williams owe? She's looking, she goes, we don't have a Tawny Williams. And my dad's sitting there, and he thought I was like cheating on the tax guy. And he goes, oh yeah, her last name's Gill. I'm like, seriously, Dad? It has to be. It's just so funny. But it was just so funny when he signed us in, and he still put Williams, and I just kind of shook my head, and Jared was like, still a Williams. It's just so, it cracks me up. Dads are funny. But I guess that's what happens when you're an only child too. You never lose that maiden name to them. I'm sure it will be like that forever. He cracks me up. So it just makes me smile whenever I see your last name. He's crazy. So how are you guys? I hope everybody is doing well. I wanted to come see if anybody wanted a reading. That's my funny story, and I'm sure that will never change. I don't know who Crystal S is, but please let me know. Yeah. And I'm like, I told you that, there you are. How are you, Miss Crystal? I was like, I got a Crystal, but I don't know who it is. Now I know who you are. It has been a while. How are you? I am doing good. Is there anything you want a reading on, Miss Crystal, or do you want whatever Spirit wants to tell you? I will always be somebody who asks. I will always ask. Because sometimes Spirit will tell us what we need to hear instead of what we want to hear. Well, that's good. I'm so excited. I'm going to pin you just so I can keep your energy with me. Whatever spirits wanted to tell me. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, I got chills. Let's see what they got for you, love. What does Miss Crystal need to know? I love seeing familiar faces because it's always good too. Hi, Miss Jen. How are you? Okay, I think what they're showing me right now is some of what's going on right now. Miss Crystal, do we feel like we're like in a pit stop? Do you feel like it kind of makes me feel like what they're showing me is that it feels like you're stuck in a tornado. Like I feel like there is so much that you only have, that it feels like I only have so much room to move forward, move backwards, like, and then if I go too far, I'm going to get sucked in, and it could either be sucked into drama or it can be sucked into something. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. No matter where you turn, I just feel like there's a lot of things going on. And I feel like, let's see what they're saying with this card. I could feel it. So I'm trying to understand what they want to say with it. So with all this, like how I'm feeling stuck, I feel like this is coming in and saying that, all this, the stuff that's going on that's making you feel stuck or that's making you feel like you can't move forward. They're saying we got to release it. Okay. Like this is showing me like there's stuff from the past that's probably another reason why I feel like it could be that tornado feeling. Like there's stuff from the past and it's coming back. And I keep hearing we need to let it go. Just push it away. Just push it away. Things that happen, they happen for a reason. And they want you to see the reason. Like you even got the wheel card, which is showing us that things aren't as balanced as we want it to be, they're saying, but you have the ability to calm it. Like there's a lot, and that there's so much on your plate right now. And I feel like you're the only one doing all the work, but they're saying there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So with these first 5, I feel like there's just things that are popping up. It even makes me, or even in a lighter note, I feel like, when like you're in like a bubble, like I just feel like there's bubbles floating everywhere. And it's like, what decision do I make? Do I go this way? Do I go that? Are you doing all the work, Miss Crystal? I just feel like you're very overwhelmed with something. And also, I'm also hearing there's like, it makes me feel like, your heart is telling you to do one thing and then your head is questioning it. These 2 cards for me are just showing me that the things that are going on, I can't talk right today. That there's so much going on, that you're carrying so much weight, like a load, like everything's falling on your shoulders, and people are just giving or coming to you and wanting your energy. And the 10 of Wands is a much better card when it's reversed. So a lot of these cards, besides the last one, I want to help you and I want to flip it over. So, because this is a good card to end on, because this card is telling you that if we stay on our path, if we see things the way that we know it's meant to be, the way we want it to be, and we stay focused on that, kind of like, it reminds me of like, it's pulling me to like Tinkerbell from, just not like just Tinkerbell from the movie, but they're showing me like Tinkerbell from Hook. I don't know if you've seen Hook with Robin Williams and whoever else is in there. He's just the only one I remember. But they're showing me her like when she's pushing Peter Pan, Robin Williams, to have that one special thought so he could fly. And they're trying so hard to get him to use his imagination. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but this is what it's reminding me of, that there's just that we need to remember who we are. We need to remember our path. We need to remember what makes us happy. Because I feel like everything else, and if you are very super empath, that means people's energies are inside of you. And that's what's hard being an empath sometimes. I go through that too. When I'm feeling certain ways, I'm like, okay, I don't usually feel this way. So that's when we need to like cut cords. We need to release and push. Because I feel like there's just so much of you, kind of like the 5 of Cups, is pulling you in different directions. So it is time to listen to your heart and try to push things out. Miss Crystal, what element are you? Are you a water, fire, earth, or air sign? I don't think I forgot one. Water, earth, fire, air. I think I said them all. I just feel like you have a lot of water. Awesome. I'm water too. So my favorite thing to do that I can't do at my house anymore as much as I used to. If you're a bath person, if not, you can do this in the shower, because I have to do it in the shower because where we moved to, we can't do baths here. The water is not good for that. So either way, I want, when the water's going or the tub is filled, ignore the puppy. I want you to close your eyes before you go in and saying, as I step into the water, I remove everybody's energy that doesn't serve me to my highest good. And as you either step and sit in the bath, or if I'll say the bath one first. Go in the bath, and then I just want you to imagine it being pulled up and off of you. If you shower, allow it to be pulled out, like pushing it down and out. Okay, you need to clear your energy too, because you have a lot of people who are taking from you. You have a lot of people who are taking from you and making you feel certain ways. Okay, let's see what else they have for you. And that'll help you. Like, I feel like the water helps me more. It does help me to go outside too and ground and push too. But the water seems to help me clear my empathness. Like I've learned through what I do when I talk to spirit, even though we have all the elements made up in us somehow with our houses and all that, but your sun can really help you clear. So that's why I ask, because sometimes some people work inside and they're an earth sign. And I always say, I'm like, you haven't been outside. They're like, I haven't. I work inside. And then I tell them to go out. They need to spend at least 10 minutes. They can longer outside. Of course I do, Miss Kathy. You guys have me till 3 p.m. Central Time. When I usually come on around 1. I came on at 1 today. I was a good girl. I usually come on around 1, and I give you guys about 2 hours. I usually wait until a little bit after lunch. I don't know. I think it's because I always went on at 1 before, so I came back to my original time. Because when I used to babysit, and they would all take a nap, I would come on live at 1 o'clock. That was just what worked. Miss Crystal, are you in a relationship right now? So I read these cards right? Yes. Okay. Do you feel like you've either been, I don't want to say disconnected. Has there been like some weirdness I don't know how else to say it, some weirdness in your relationship? Like maybe you guys haven't felt as connected lately? I'm hoping I'm saying that. I don't know how else to say that. Because I kind of feel like there's, and I don't feel like it's a bad thing. Oh my goodness, Christina. I hope you feel better. I think, I don't know what I had. I had something, and taking Leo outside to go to the bathroom and breathing in that cold air. I don't know what I had, but it helped me. So for the first time ever, I was like, I love taking the dog outside. Okay. Because what I'm seeing here, let's see, then where is this connecting to? I was trying to connect with what you said, but maybe this is something else. Because what I'm seeing is they're showing me in the middle of the thing that something that there's not, that we're not connecting, we're not communicating as well. Is there somewhere in your life where, like, okay, let's see if I can say it the best way I can. So what I'm hearing is that we're in a better place. Like, I feel like even though there's all these things that are coming through, I feel like a lot of it is the people around you's energy, because you're sucking them in and holding them in. And they're saying that they want you to, again, something about following your heart, Miss Crystal, that you need to follow your heart and you need to remember your emotions lead you, which makes sense since you're a water sign, that we need to keep our emotions and we need to listen to ourselves and try to find that balance, because they don't want you to feel like, they don't want you to have any fear. What is this fear? Do you have fear of something happening to your relationship and you're trying to stay balanced and you're wondering if there's any that you guys might be not communicating or you guys may be disconnecting, is what I'm hearing. I don't know who this goes for, but this is what I'm hearing, because they're saying that I'm hearing that all of these things are happening for a reason, because there's something new coming. You have a new start. You have a new chapter coming. Okay, this is why I was hearing there's the disconnection. Okay, perfect. Not perfect, but perfect that you understand. And I think some of that has to do with the energy. I think retrograde, I don't know when is retrograde. Does Christina, are you still here? I think you're astrology. Let's see, when does Oh, look at that. When does Mercury retrograde end? It ends on February 3rd, it says. Okay. It ends February 3rd. I think it has to do some of whatever's going on with Mercury retrograde. I don't follow the whole. I follow and I see people post astrology things and I share, but I don't study that stuff. But I know some people, and I've had my own moments with retrograde with some of that too. But they want you to remember that we need to stay balanced with our emotions, because when we allow that fear, when we allow that darkness to come in, it can hurt our connections. It can hurt our relationships. They want you to know this is a relationship you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to grow together. You're supposed to move forward. They're saying to stop holding on so tight and not allowing the universe to guide you. Like, I know the Fool card can be read in so many different ways, but for me, when I see it, the way it talks to me, when it's upside down, I feel like they want you to say that. To me, when it comes to the universe, they're saying, like, you can look before you leave, but they're saying, it makes me feel like they don't want you to feel like just because, what's the best way to say it? I don't know. I just feel like they want you to trust the universe. That they're saying that just because you don't have all the answers, or you assume you do, that you don't have to look before you jump, that you can jump, if that makes sense. Hi, birthday girl. Oh, well, if everybody who hops on can say happy birthday to Miss Angela and Christian and make them feel better. Oh. Weren't you sick a while ago too, dear? I think everybody's just getting hit. To me, I don't know. I know I don't always read the tarot cards exactly, but Miss Crystal, I feel like with these two cards, they're saying that this is supposed to be a new chapter. An ace is always a new chapter. It's time to grow and expand. It's time to allow things to go the way they are. And to me, this is just saying, allow the universe to come in and show you the way, to show you that things are going to be okay. After February 3rd, I would see how you're feeling, try to clear some of the energy. February 3rd, try to push those thoughts out and away and stuff like that, because I think it has to do with some of the retrograde too. That's why I was like, it must be, because I remember you saying people I remember you saying sick. Oh my goodness. But it's a new chapter. It's all about growth, and I feel like you guys are going to be fine. To me, with the Ace of Pentacles, to me, it's all about there's growth here. That you guys are supposed to grow together. You're supposed to take new leaps. I don't know if you guys have thought about moving, or if you're thinking about, I don't know if you're married or if you're dating, but I feel like there's a move coming too. Because for me, when I see the seeds too, sometimes it makes me feel like it's time to move forward. Like, I feel like there's a change coming up for you too, Miss Crystal, that has to do with your guys' living situation. Hi, Miss Tamisha. I just saw your message and I tried not to get all excited during somebody else's reading, because it popped up and I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But I am so excited for you. I hope it stays forever, ever, and ever, ever, and ever, ever, is all I'm going to say. Miss Kathy, my love, you are up next. Miss Kathy's energy, I could already feel her. She feels so much better. Miss Kathy, you feel so light today. Have you been meditating? Have you been doing something to push all that energy out? I'm so happy for you, love. I know it's been a long time coming. You're very welcome, Miss Crystal. Now we're feeling confused. Why do you feel lighter, though? You came in and you felt so much lighter than you did before. What are we feeling confused on? Because you feel lighter to me. Unless you let out some of your angerness and upsetness, it could be. I feel that you feel lighter. What's going on, my love? What are we feeling confused on? Is this work or is this relationships? Yes. I feel that. That's why I probably feel lighter. Told you that you felt lighter. Are you still trying to figure out where you want to go? I think we're lagging a little bit. Did you ever get to talk to Laura? Is Laura doing okay? Okay, this is going to be weird, but why does I feel it in my right leg. Why does my right shin hurt, Miss Kathy? Did you hit your shin or I just feel so much pain in my leg. Okay. Good. To hurt your shin or whatever, shin splint, whatever that's called. I don't know. The front of my leg just kind of hurts. I don't know, unless it's spirit. I have no idea, but it hurts. Miss Pooja, if you would like a February reading, it's $15 and mediumship is $20. Right knee. Okay. Maybe because I'm sitting down and I'm not standing, my knee's not hurting. I felt it like in the shin splint, whatever those are called, but it was my right leg. Maybe it'll shoot up, but I felt pain in my right leg. I don't know what that means. You keep changing it. Okay. Yeah. Because they're showing me a bunch of things. Like I'm trying to put it together. They're showing me pictures. It's all hubbited. The hardest thing for me, Miss Kathy, is I want you to be happy. And I want you to find I want you to be happy again like you were when you guys were together. But they're telling me that they're showing how do I explain it? They're showing me that you guys are just in two completely different worlds. So this is showing me that you guys are not in the same timeline still. They're showing me that he hasn't learned what he needs to learn yet. Like I see a yellow lightning bolt or a slash, whatever you want to call it, and they're showing me that he hasn't, and it's bright yellow. And for me, that's wisdom, that's education. This is showing me that he hasn't learned yet, because they're showing me that, that I don't know how else to explain to you, but they're showing me that your guys' worlds aren't connecting yet because he isn't ready. And then they're showing me, like, it just hurts my heart to see. Have you been seeing dragonflies at all, Miss Kathy? I know it might be cold where you are, but have you been seeing dragonflies on the computer, in the stores? He has been really nice to me lately. Okay. It was a really bright yellow, so maybe, I don't know, they're just showing, they keep showing me your guys' world next to each other, but they're showing me that it's not coming together yet. I keep seeing dragonflies. Have you been have you been talking to your husband or trying to get a sign from somebody? I feel like you're missing the dragonflies. And I know how easy it is. It's more exciting to see, like, alive stuff outside than seeing them everywhere, but sometimes it happens. You feel the disconnect? Okay. Yeah, because they're still showing it to me. They're showing me that you guys are in two different worlds. That, you guys are still, there's still a connection, but you guys aren't in each other's world. I don't know if that even makes sense. You're just not there. It's not time yet. There's things standing in the way. There's still people standing in the way. Hearing brainwashed. I feel like, I don't know if he is still with the same girl or not, but currently right now she has him where she wants him. I feel like there's a lot at play, Miss Kathy. And I know it's hard to let go. I know it's hard to let go. And I don't think you are going to let go until you know for sure you have to let go. But they're showing me that we need to, they're showing me, like, certain different types of crosses that's making me feel like they want you to just have some peace with yourself with this. Like, they make me feel like it's okay to have these feelings and have that connection, but they want you to put it on the side. Because Kathy is saying you did nothing wrong. And she says she tries, I don't know if you hear that ever, but she's saying that she repeats that to you a lot. That a lot of this that happened is not because of you. And that's why that's why he hasn't come back. But it's why you have a connection with the family, is because you are meant to know this family. You guys are connected from past lives anyways. Like, she's showing me, like, you holding the flag. She showed me, like, back in the day, like, you holding the flag and charging. But she's saying that, as much as you fight and as much as you do what you need to, that there's not going to be a win until the other side gives up or the other side gives in. And I'm hearing she wants you to be able to experience love. She wants you to be able to see and have that. I'm hearing August. There it is. Let me see something. Does that make sense so far, Miss Kathy? Number represents the month. Okay, I heard August. I feel like, I don't know. I keep seeing August. The day said November. I don't like giving you bad news, Miss Kathy, because I love you so much. Something about August keeps coming up. I don't know if it's gonna. I know. I don't feel like Joe learning this anytime soon unless something happens and it just pops out. Did you say you were going somewhere in March? What was March? Because the 3 keeps coming up. I've told you August. Yeah, I keep seeing something with August. The 8, there's like when I ask, they show me 8, but something with August. Maybe August he has his aha moment. Maybe pieces go together. I don't know. August, for some reason. And it's so far away. I have told you August before. Okay. So I see an 8, but now they're showing is what's coming. I feel like there was a trip in March. Is there a trip in March? I know sometimes Kathy's like, you probably know this, but I don't contain it in my head. And you can ask my husband, because my husband apparently tells me things, and then he says something a few days later. I'm like, you never told me that. So I can't even keep his stuff in my head. March is his birthday. Okay. What is this? Okay. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember. Did you guys plan at some point going away for his birthday? Or was it your birthday? I don't even remember. Either way, I'm hearing March. I feel like March you're going to get to go somewhere. I feel like you're going to go somewhere. Are you thinking about taking a job or something where you may have to go somewhere, I don't want to say learn, because I know you don't need to learn anything about your job. What's it called? I don't know. Like they make me feel like they're making me feel like there's somewhere that you're going to go in March that has to do with yourself. That's either like a self vacation or it has to do something with a job. Have you decided anything with one of the jobs that offered to you, Miss Kathy? I don't even know if any of that made sense, but that's what they're showing me, and that's how I'm feeling like I'm getting ready. That I know in March I have to go on an airplane. Well, did you ask him if something's wrong? You could be feeling his guilt too, Miss Kathy. You are you have empath. I have no plans to go on a vacation. Okay. I want you to keep March in the back of your mind. I don't know if it's going to be something work related. I just know it has to do about Kathy, which it could be. I know sometimes they send people places. I don't know where you're looking for a job, but I feel like it's something to better yourself. And I don't think you're waiting until March to be able to have a new job. I know you've had a lot of offers. I just feel like something with bettering yourself is coming in March. I don't know if that makes sense. You're not telling me, Miss Kathy. I don't. Whenever you say that, I really don't. Sometimes they'll tell me, but I really don't have full permission to do that. It could be something that is part of your soul journey. That's part of your gifts that you are feeling in order to do it. Hi, Miss Cheryl. When it comes to his health, they're not. they're showing me lips are sealed. That they're not going to tell me. Okay. Because you're waiting for your heart to decide. Your heart wasn't in any of these, right? Because when I asked, all of a sudden they showed me a check mark, and then they put a heart in it. So your heart has it. Your heart's not in any of those. Miss Kathy, I still think you should do the food truck thing. Make, even if you have to start out maybe catering or doing stuff out of your house, maybe for people being able to put up orders for lunch or for dinner, being able to take a certain, like making a schedule where only a certain amount, and then being able to save up and save or do something in order to get a food truck unless you can get a loan. I feel like maybe that's what you take your trip to go to better yourself. Maybe you start Googling, start trying to find places that sell. I don't even know where you would find a food truck. So wherever that would be, I feel like you need to just be your own boss, Miss Kathy. You need to do the cooking that you love to do, not have somebody tell you what to make. I see your pictures on Facebook. You're amazing, Miss Kathy. I think it's time for you to take all the knowledge that you have and start your own business. And that could be why I also see you going somewhere. Like, you could go somewhere in March that like catches your interest about cooking and learning different ways. So that's the food truck job will be in March, April. So that's why I'm seeing the 3. I really want you to have your own business, be your own boss. Maybe that's what is coming. It's something for you. That's if you want it. They're showing me that. So it's either something on your mind or it's something that they want you to consider. I just feel like you would do so much better being your own boss. And I'm a very picky person when it comes to food. I've always been, but I can say your pictures are amazing, Miss Kathy, with the food that you cook. But a good friends. But if it hearing just one step at a time. I don't know. I feel like having your own food truck and being able to do what you want to do, I feel like would be so much better for you. I feel like it would help you too somehow with the outsideness and the insideness and everything. And if you have a food truck, maybe that could also be why you could also travel and like having to go around and go different places. I think that would be good for you, Miss Kathy, if you want it. Good. And this could be the thing down the line. If it gets so busy, maybe they'll be able to have the business will be able to get another food truck, and then you'll be able to have that food truck as your own and being able to do it, go as you please. I feel like at some point you're going to have your own, Miss Kathy. This could just be the foot into the door of learning, and getting used to that and seeing if this is what you want to do. Because I just feel like you should be doing your own stuff because you have the ability. But it's up to you, my dear. But that's connecting. I'm still They're still showing me the food truck. They're showing me March. Maybe they want you to think about that. Did you ever talk to Laura? How is Laura doing? Is she doing okay? Hi, Miss Becky. How are you? Oops. Clicking buttons over here. I am doing good. Okay. Did you talk to her about Matt at all? Did any of that pop up? I'm just curious because I remember it, and since he came up so clearly, I just hope that she's doing okay. When I ask about any guys coming in, I don't. I like the way they showed it to me. Spirit amuses me all the time. They're showing me that there's no guys on your radar right now, but they're saying that doesn't mean one can pop up when you least expect it. Like they're kind of showing it to me. It's funny because they're kind of showing it to me like the ghost radar, where people like walk around and look for like the hot, like the cold spots and everything like that. Like it's in there spinning, and I'm hearing not yet. So I do feel like, Miss Kathy, we need to open our heart a little bit. I just don't want you I want you to continue to raise into your highest timeline. Because honestly, I feel like, you're more than halfway there. You've done so much work. You've gone through so much. They want you to continue going. They don't want you to hold yourself back. Good. I just wanted to ask because I remember seeing his face so clearly. So, but that's good. I think it has to do, like I said earlier, with Crystal. I think there's some things going on with the retrograde with people who are in relationships, whatever this one means. Your heart is closed. I know it is. That's why they're showing me that there is nothing on your radar right now. There's nothing on your radar. But they don't want your heart to be closed. They want you to be loved. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard putting yourself out there and them not be what you want. You don't have to open it fully, but they want you to be able to see how that there are people out there that can love you the right way, Miss Kathy, that can give you what you deserve. You know what your worth is. You deserve to allow somebody to come in and enjoy all of that. Open your heart because you have a beautiful heart, Miss Kathy. Just because you open it up and allow it to peek out and get, some air doesn't mean somebody's going to jump. They'll jump when they need to. I don't want you to close yourself off because you have so much to offer. You deserve to be treated like the queen that you are, Miss Kathy. Maybe, Miss Kathy, maybe as you wait to see what you want to do for a job, maybe you should just open up your kitchen like I said. Slowly seeing if anybody would be interested in blah, blah, blah for a certain amount of, for you to make them lunch or something like that. I feel like that would be fun. Putting you on the list, love. Leo. I'm sure it was a dog. What's the matter? What's out there? I love when he does that. When he comes and then he'll just like stare at me in the doorway. He won't come in the doorway. Yes, Miss Kathy, I know how easy it is not to think that it's probably just like a bag or wind or something. It's probably every time I look out there, there's nothing there. But unless it's the German Shepherds walking by. He's a German Shepherd himself, and he doesn't like German Shepherds. Every time they walk by, he gets really angry. I know it's easy. I know it's easy to think that we're not going to find a love like that again. And some people, like, I grew up on Disney movies, and I still believe that there are men who are like those princes that will treat people like that. I've seen it. I've seen those relationships. But as long as we hold on to that and know that that's what we want, that's what we deserve, Spirit will bring that into your life, Miss Kathy. If Joe can spoil you and see your worth and give you what you deserve, there's somebody else who is on your timeline that can do that. Well, if you want to do catering, Miss Kathy, do your own type of catering. Maybe that's why I'm seeing you working out of your own kitchen. I don't know. I just feel like you need to be your own boss, my dear. Because I feel like it'll bring the best energy for you. Okay. I love you so very much. Miss Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany. Is there anything that you want your cards on? Or do you want whatever Spirit wants to tell you? Guys always have permission to tell me what you want. What do you want? Hi, Misty. How are you? You're welcome. I love you. And take the locks off your heart. He must have been the German. It must have been a dog because now he's good. Even though he'll probably start. You know what? It's 1:52. He knows his daddy comes home, gets off work soon. Probably another reason why he's barking. But there could have been a squirrel, Miss Becky. It's possible. I am doing good, Miss Misty. Had fun dressing as your baby up as a 100-year-old lady today. All the teachers that opened the door this morning loved her because she wore the glasses. She put on glasses that, like, I got them a long time ago. That's supposed to be good for like computers and iPads and stuff like that. So it's not like glasses that are going to mess her eyesight up. But they loved it. She looks so cute. I was going to let her use one of my crutches that were in the car, but she's too short. Even if I put it down as low as it goes, it wouldn't have worked for her. But she was cute. I hope she's having fun. Are you okay, Leo? Okay, Miss Tiffany. Are you ready? I'm doing good. Let's see. Miss Tiffany, I can feel it. They're telling me that we're going through a transition right now. And I love it because and I'm going to get chills. Ooh, I got chills everywhere. I got goosebumps. I can't even talk. I got so much. They're showing me so clearly that you are going through this transition right now. It even like, now don't freak out because this is the way they're showing it to me. It's like I see you in one way and then we're crossing over and you're so much lighter. I don't want to say you're crossing into light. I don't want you to think you're dying or anything like that. But to me, this is that you're going through this transition of being who you are, who you're meant to be, where you feel better about yourself. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like there's so many things that, have made you has held you down, that's made you feel like there's chains and weight just holding you down. And you've gotten to the part where you've, seen that you have the ability to let go of whatever is holding you back, that you've taken the time to worry just about Tiffany, to being able to push forward, to set your, it's always backwards on the computer, to set your boundaries and all of that, to be able to, that you've noticed that, I don't know, it just makes me feel like people have taken so much time and energy that you've been able to see that you have to save some for yourself, and that you've been able to cut things off, that you've been able to walk away, that you've been seeing the patterns. And that as you're sitting, the four of cups, I feel so many different things with the Four of Cups. Let's see. Like, when I see this Four of Cups, this is saying like there's been things that may have been frustrating you or been sitting there, and they're saying that just because we see what we want, we have to be able to be with ourselves and see the steps that we have to take to get there. To know that, yes, like how I said, the light is over there. Like, through this transition, you're seeing where you want to go, and that they just don't want you to feel like just because you don't have it right now, they're showing me they don't want you to feel like I'm never going to get there. They want you to know that you have the power to get there, that we have to do that. Yes, I lost. Yes. Oh, I didn't even realize it. Look, you even got the Page of Swords. So that could be that too. This is like the knowledge. This is Page of Swords for me, is knowing that you have this, that you can transition into this better place too, because you are more, look at that, more confident. It's made you more aware, and that you know that you have your power. I feel like this is also coming and telling you, like, as you transition, so this makes sense, that you've taken your power back, you've taken yourself back, and allowing yourself to get on the track that you want to be on, that you know that you have the ability to pull spirit in and being able to use it for you and be in charge. I just keep seeing the transition. So that could be part of the transition that they were talking about. But I also feel like there's been a lot of weight lifted off your chest too, Miss Tiffany, about, hearing problems. Like, even if there were problems in the past or things that were going on that may not be fully, that weren't yours, that you've allowed other people to deal with their shit, is what I heard. And I don't usually like swearing. But I feel like you've seen things clearer, like as that Page of Swords. I just feel like there's a transition for you. I will never be somebody who tells you, Miss Tiffany, if you should get, I've done readings in the past, where spirit tells me things for people, for relationships, and they say it's exactly that, but I can tell you a lot of them are still in that same marriage, and that's why, I always pull and say, free will is a big thing. We have free will, it's always up to us. Let me see what's going on. I do feel like they're showing me in July that I'm hearing that you'll be in a different place in can't even talk anymore, in July. So I don't know how divorce and all of that goes, but I'm hearing July will be in a different, I feel like you'll be in a different place and you'll be in a much better place. So if for you, if that is the steps that you need and that line up for that and that makes you more happier, then I say go for it. Whatever gets you to a better place and gets you on your highest timeline, that's what we want to do, because you're a key player in your, for me, this is saying that this is you, that they want you to remember that you're in charge, dear. Hi, Crystal. That you're in charge, and they want you to remember that spirit always has your back. And I feel like that's something that they really, really want you to know with your loved ones that are wrapping around you. And they're so funny. They're showing me that they hang around you so much as sometimes the energy or the emotions come if you feel like you're drowning in a way, Miss Tiffany, I know that sounds awful. I feel like you need to tell your loved ones to take a few steps back, because I feel like they don't come one at a time sometimes. I feel like they come in groups and then it overwhelms you. So if you ever feel like there's so many eyes on you, or if you feel like you're drowning, tell them to take a few steps back, okay? Because they're showing me that you're a key player, but they're showing me that we're not able to see what we want or where we want to go. Like this to me, let's see, I don't feel like it's not saying like you're not in charge, because I know the Queen of Swords can be about, being independent, knowing where you want to go and why. They want, to me, this card is also saying that sometimes, because we need to see things differently, so they want you to take a step back and said sometimes we can't always just, I know it sounds weird not to say you can't just listen to your heart. We need to be able to see with our eyes, so kind of with our head too. They want you to find that balance. I'm sorry, they want you to find that balance, because I feel like your heart is telling you one thing but you're seeing something else, and I feel like we need to combine that. Because once you figure out, so I'm hearing once we figure out what we want and where we're supposed to go, they're showing that you have abundance coming. You have new doors opening, that you've worked your tail off and you're so focused. Leo, why are we yelling? Come here, Leo. Daddy's not home yet. Daddy will be home maybe in about 10 minutes. Come here. Come here, crazy. Both of these cards are coming telling you have the ability to expand. You have the ability to move forward. So if that is something too, Miss Tiffany, that you need to hear, that you have that if you take the leap, and if you don't know what you want to do, because I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't like being told what to do. So I'm not going to tell y'all what to do. I can just give you guys guidance, tell you what I'm hearing from spirit, and that's how, and then you take what you want. That's the type of psychic medium I am. You take what you want and you use that to get you to where you're feeling better, where you're feeling good. So they're saying that you're going to have doors open, that you've worked hard, that it's up to you to decide which path you want to take, where you want to go. But they're saying they don't want you to just sit there. They're saying that we have to do the work. We have to cut cords. We have to release emotions and feelings and all of that stuff. I'm sure most of you are used to his barking by now, but I still feel like I have to apologize. But I don't know. He's very protective, so he probably knows I'm working. So he's probably like, she's working, I'm gonna be on guard duty. What's the matter? Are you protecting your mommy? Is everything okay out there? Thank you for the kisses. He's so goofy. But they like this, they really want you to focus on yourself, Miss Tiffany. This is coming in reminding you. I'm happy. I don't know what he's barking at. I feel like he barks out the window more when I'm in here working. And it could be because of spirits too. Who knows? I don't know what he's barking at. But they're saying that in order for things to move forward, they're saying for you to have these, We need to look at ourselves and make some and take the action, cut the cords, release energy, release emotions. They just want you to be able to focus on you and being able to take those steps. They don't want you, they're saying that this is what you can have as long as you don't hold yourself back, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense because that's what they're saying. So at first I thought it was weird that card was there, but who knows what he's barking at. You're very welcome. Who did you want to talk to, my love? Miss Tiffany got both. If anybody else wants a reading, please let me know if you donate. I have time for a couple more if anybody else wants a reading. I'm going to do Miss Tiffany's mediumship. And I overthink. Sometimes we all can overthink sometimes. Let's see. So I have two men coming in for you. And I love it. And I'm seeing one giving the other a piggyback ride. And it fills my heart with so much love because I'm hearing that we're having so much fun together. We're having so much fun up here. And then like, I don't know, I hear that and they don't want to tell you that to make you sad that because you're not with them. They just want you to know that they're still safe and taken care of, Miss Tiffany. Like it's so cute. Like I see somebody piggybacking and it's so cute. I don't know if the boys used to do that, but that's how it came in. And they're showing me that they're turning everything purple. So they're saying as much freedom as they have, being able to do what they want to do and enjoy the things that they're doing, they want you to do the same. Perfect. Yeah, all of a sudden I see like piggyback rides. I'm like, oh my gosh. It looked like they were having fun. Everything's purple, so they're saying that you deserve some freedom. And I'm hearing this is freedom of choices that you want to do for yourself to be able to do things. And I'm hearing take a leap. Because whatever you do, you're never truly doing by yourself. Is what Ray said. He said, you're truly not ever doing it alone. What is that? Can you make it a little different? Good. Sometimes that's another thing that comes up. It could be why that came up as well. Purple for me is about freedom too. Let me find my phone. I don't know what pain this is I'm feeling. Let's see what. I'm not a doctor, so I do whatever it tells me to do. Let's see here. My deck. I feel all on one side. Did either one of them have I don't know if it's kidneys or appendix or whatever else is over there on the right side. Like I feel like burning in like my lower back, like by the hip and on the side of my hip. So I don't know if they're, I don't know, or if they're what I don't know what body parts over there. But all of a sudden I'm feeling like all this burning, and I only feel it on the right side. Okay, that was your Nana. So maybe they're all. I told you you're never alone. As I said in your card reading, when they come all together. Okay, so that means they're all here. Okay. She had very bad burning. Yeah, all it, like I don't know my body parts. I don't. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. But it just kidney. Yeah, I was gonna say because usually I don't know if it's kidney, but with this one, I could tell this had to be kidney, or I know your appendix is over there. Yeah, all of a sudden my back and all that on the right side just started really hurting. So that means your Nana. See, I told you you're never alone. Look at, they're all coming in and giving you some love. Nana, or your Nana or Nana, however you pronounce it, she's coming in and she wants you to know that she's saying the road to this life is no fun unless there's curves. She's saying she wants, as when you're turning, I don't know if I feel like this is Ray too with the car thing, if I remember correctly. But she wants you to know, like, I don't know. I think they're all together, so their energy's all combining and telling you messages. So this is just this is messages from all of them. They're just showing in their own ways that they're here talking to you. Because I'm seeing like Fast and the Furious. She's showing me like as you drift through, when you take those drifts through life, those hard points, she wants you to remember to enjoy the ride, because she's saying even as hard as it can, or how scary some of these things can be, she's saying that you're going to be on a new path and you're just getting to where you're going. She's saying a straight line would be too boring. Who likes the music, Miss Tiffany? So I keep seeing like musical notes. I don't know if it makes me feel like somebody like to play music, unless somebody likes to sing. Like they keep just like floating up. I just keep seeing musical. Or do you like listening to music? Listen to music? Look at that. I can't even talk. That was your Nana. Okay. Sometimes they like pop in and out, so they all give a message. Loves to sing. Okay. Okay. Sometimes with the music notes, I don't always I can't tell what type of, I just know it's music. I always say, I did choir in high school, so sometimes I always automatically go to singing. Okay. So she's coming and Daddy might be home now. So she's coming and telling you that with certain music that you are listening to, she wants you to know that there's, as you know, I'm sure you know that there's always a message in the music. That if there is, like, if you really want an answer for something certain in your life, she wants you to talk to her, like, and ask her for a sign when you get into the car. And that way, a certain song or a certain something can come and show you. And I know sometimes we get that sign and we're like, okay, we're going to wait for another sign. She's saying don't second guess any signs that is a sign from her, if that makes sense. I feel like your Nana likes to talk to you through music. She has to be, because I still see all like the musical notes popping up everywhere. Oh, it is Daddy, so he shouldn't bark anymore for anybody that it bothers him with that. I love it. You have so many people around you, Miss Tiffany. Remember that you are always protected. As again, if you need them to take a step back, remind them to take a step back. Are you having any health concerns right now with yourself, Miss Tiffany? Because I'm seeing that Archangel Raphael is with you, and I see him wrapping green around you with healing, 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 healing. Sitting here thinking he got me a present. The mail. Okay, that could be why it's coming up, because I wasn't really feeling it in a spot. I'm not gonna lie, but I saw him and he turned completely green. So that was his way of showing me that Archangel Raphael is with you. If it's not any health issues, it could just be healing with some of the stuff that you are going through. Okay, so if you need some help with some healing to be able to move forward, give Archangel Raphael permission to help you in that area. Okay.
You didn't get up.
No, I was working. It could be because I see him and I see him trying to work. I don't want to say through you, but he's trying to work with you. So if you give him permission to help you a little bit more, that could also be part of that transition, like into the light, to feel lighter too, that he helps you see the signs, and it could be the music that the signs are what you need to see. Since I have all three of them here with me, do you have any specific questions for them? I feel she went fast. She went fast. I feel like she went fast because of the pain that she was in. Did she also pass from, like, what is that? Did she have a heart attack or something? I feel burning in my back too. Did something spread, Miss Tiffany? I feel like she went fast because she didn't want to deal with the pain. If that makes sense. Some of us don't like pain. I don't like pain. So I got this thing from Amazon. I don't feel like I'm putting it on right. I feel like this goes on top. Because since I can't wear my wedding ring, I'm in this group. There we go. That gives you discounts. So I bought this thing until we get my ring fixed, so I could feel like I'm actually married with a ring right now. It was like $3 instead of like $30. So I wanted to feel married for a while. Let me see. I feel a lot of pain. I'm not gonna lie. Like my back hurts. And my back, it's not like back pain, it's the burning. She's saying everything was her own decision, was her own. I don't feel, the best I can say is if your mom did, it was because your Nana made her. Because I keep hearing it's just so uncomfortable. I want it to go away. I want it to go away. Yeah, I can feel it. And I'm a big baby with pain, but she's saying I just want it to go away. Like I can feel it. Like I felt it down below, and I kind of feel it like by my lungs or my heart or something like that. I just feel a lot of burning and a lot of pain, and it just feels really, really uncomfortable. I don't think your mom did anything wrong. I feel like if your mom did give her extra medicine, it was because she didn't like seeing her mom in pain, and since she was in so much pain, she's saying that she didn't do anything wrong. I feel like she asked for it because she was in a lot of pain. I don't think that's what, I don't think the medicine is what hurt her. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like she was in so much pain, and because it was close to her time to go, that she just wanted to go. I feel like when we're like, we always can leave when we're like, we have our time periods, we can hold on a little bit longer or we can go. I feel like there's like, that stretch of period and of that. And I just feel like with all this pain that she had, she was done is what I'm hearing. She was done. And I'm going to send back all her pain too. The main thing that I'm hearing from all three of your angels that are here right now, Miss Tiffany, is that they want you to keep your eye out for signs. They're saying with everything that you are going through, they want you to know that they are with you and they are trying to give you signs. No, she's not in pain anymore. She's good. She's happy. I can tell you that. She's happy to be out of pain and not having to deal with any of that anymore. I can say that. It is paid readings, and if you were here earlier, she paid for a card reading and she paid for mediumship. But thank you. And goodbye. Yes. She's not in pain anymore. She's good. They're all good. I do feel like they can be up your butt sometimes. So if you feel overwhelmed, just kind of ask them to step to the side. Okay, Miss Tiffany, did you have any other questions you had for them? Oh, her back pain's gone now. Feels better. Oh, she is. They're very well taken care of. They all came in together, so you are very welcome, my dear. If anybody needs anything, I did put up my February specials, even though it starts tomorrow. I threw them up there, so if you want to take a look at that, you can find that on my page. I will be live tomorrow. And if you guys need me, just shoot me a message and we'll do a reading. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.